Look around, everybody on mute. Look around, it's me and my crew. Big energy, hey!
Oh my gosh.
Still feeling the vibe.
Right.
Still feeling the Bay vibes.
Come on. That
She did not
concert, big
disappoint.
energy. Listen, if you need to get hyped up, you need to get into the mood. Big energy. Beyonce. We are still on that high Renaissance concert. That was the best.
Amazing.
But listen, welcome back to She's in the Circle.
Yes.
We are on episode
Yes.
episode 8, and this is about being a goal getter. You are a goal getter, and so we've
Absolutely.
got a great lineup today. We're excited about today's episode, but we wanted to just go ahead and recap really quickly. So I'm going to bring up my notes really quickly.
I got mine too.
That's right. So the theme for the month of August was all about empowering you as an entrepreneur. So we've been, all of the topics, all of the things that we have been talking about this month have really just been focused on building up that foundation. Right? So we started out the month. Remember, we started out with our, hold on, let me back it up. We started out episode 5. We talked about being efficient, right? She's efficient.
Mm-hmm.
And that was all about time management. And we read the book, Do the Hard Things First.
Yes.
So that was ways for you to, if you were having a hard time. In the previous month, in July, we covered Atomic Habits. So that ended July, and then we moved into August. And we focused on avoiding procrastination and building time management skills and all of those things, which are very foundational if you are looking to build a business. And it also can, segue over into your life as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Whatever you do will always spill into other aspects of your life. So that's why I'm glad we started with the Atomic Habits, because the Atomic Habits is the foundation, literally.
So good.
Little things like making up your bed when you get up in the morning.
So good.
Just the little things.
Atomic Habits comes into play every single day.
Absolutely.
Episode 6, we did She's Empowered from Within.
So
that was mastering the art of positive thinking.
Yes.
And that was all about just how we manifest things, just with our outlook on a situation, our perspective, and how that has a huge impact, that plays a huge role in success.
It does.
So that was also a great episode, right? And then our last episode, we covered She's Foundational Brilliance.
And of course, that was after we're still on the high from the Renaissance concert.
Energy.
Energy.
Hey.
Yes.
But that was all about starting with your why, right? And why that's so important in your life as well as in business, especially in business.
Right.
The author really did a great job of talking about like the golden circle and how you start with the why and you work your way out to the what. So all of those things really have been leading up to and culminating to this goal setting. That's right, for goal setting. So we're going to get more into that. But first we want to say thank you to our Who are we?
Girl,
So
we are
she's
in the circle.
That's
Okay.
right.
And you're in the circle with us.
That's right. So I am your host, Katrina Carrington. I'm a CPA. I'm also your business and growth coach. And I have my lovely lady in pink here, Dejae Williams.
Pink.
Talk about all the fabulous things that you do,
so
ma'am.
I am Dejae Williams, and I am a branding and marketing expert. I also help businesses with business funding through business credit. And we are wearing our touch of pink.
Always
to keep the blues away.
To keep the blues away. I love that.
Every day. Yes.
I love that. And we just want to welcome you and thank you for tuning in every Tuesday with us. And we had our challenge of wearing the most pink.
And submitting the photos.
That's right, submitting the photos. And we have our winner.
Wait, where's the pom-poms?
Pom-poms. Energy. Energy.
Our winner is
We love you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for submitting. She has submitted photos in her pink
consistently
every episode.
Thank you for going hard for us, Alice. We appreciate you.
We appreciate you so much. So you will be receiving a $100
gift card.
Yes, courtesy of She's in the Circle. So thank you so much. We really appreciate you participating, and to everyone, to all of our viewers who have chimed in and sent your beautiful faces. We love seeing your smiles and that beautiful pink
and your energy.
Yes, and
we thank everybody for the support.
Thank you so much for the support.
You guys are amazing. We weren't even expecting this much support, and as we're growing, you're growing with us, and we appreciate it.
Yeah,
it means a lot. It means a lot.
It means the world to us.
Absolutely.
Right. And
we're She's in the Circle, where we get business done.
And we still have fun.
And we do.
We always have fun. Y'all know that. Y'all know that about us at this point, right?
Yes.
Right. So before we get into our main topic, let's talk a little bit about our sponsor for today. So today is going to be about a journal that will help you on this journey with us on setting your goals and being a goal setter. So we're going to be sharing a link. I have a journal here. This was actually a gift from Coach Brenda Vega.
Oh, it's beautiful.
This is a beautiful journal that, you can just write down your thoughts and write down your goals for the day and things like that. But we also have one from Amazon I'm going to share with you because it's even more. It is more robust. It allows you to write down not only your business goals, but your life goals, your fitness goals. It has cool little stickers and things
all
like
the goals,
that.
I love that.
That's right, to keep things on track. So we're going to be sharing an image of that. But writing down your goals is something that's super important.
It is.
It's important to write them down because that makes them real.
Right.
So you need a way to keep track of all of that. So definitely check that out. Don't forget to use that link. We're going to be sharing that link down there. Absolutely. And then also in the comments, we're going to also share that link with you as well, just for easy access so you can get to it.
I love that.
All right. What else do we have for today?
So we're going to go over our book, The 10X Rule, by Grant Cardone. This book is amazing. It is a game changer for sure.
Oh my gosh. Are we in the book? Are we there? Are we there now?
We're there now. We're there now. We are there.
All right. Let's break it down. Let's break this book down.
This book, now I will tell you this. We're going to introduce two schools of thoughts about goal setting. With the Atomic Habits, that's more of the foundational goal setting. If you're dealing with procrastination, if you have set goals and you haven't met those goals, you want to start there first.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Grant Cardone is a little bit more in your face. That's his approach. So if you're a person that takes action and does all the things and you're a doer, this book is definitely for you. It's not for everybody, right? But it can be for you. You can build up to that point, which is why we are going to do a recap before we even get into the book about all the different, which we did the recap already. Yeah. So starting off with Atomic Habits, knowing your why, and manifesting your thoughts, and now we're here with
positive thinking, all of those things. So it's all going to culminate in this book. But listen, let me tell you something. This guy here, Grant Cardone is a beast. Okay. Now, a little bit about Grant Cardone. He is a prominent entrepreneur. He's a real estate investor. He's a sales trainer. He's also a motivational speaker. He is a no-nonsense type of guy. And if you're not careful, he will hurt your feelings. And then he will make you get your life all the way together. So go ahead back to Atomic Habits. Go ahead and start there. Get them habits straight first. Yes. Right. And build it. I mean, that's part of building those foundational things. And then, sometimes we need a little tough love.
Absolutely.
Some of the things that he talks about. So the whole premise behind the book is go big. Like, go big or go home.
Exactly.
Set your goals bigger than what you could have ever imagined. Right? So whatever you think that goal is, go 10 times that goal. 10X. That's the name of the book. It's 10X. It's the 10X rule.
For a reason.
So it's all about going big, setting, like, let's talk about, I'm going to break down for money because let's be real about that. A lot of people, when they go into business, yes, they're focused on their why, but they're also thinking about that bottom line number.
Absolutely.
Okay, so if your goal is to hit 6 figures, then shoot higher than that. We're going to shoot higher than going the 6 figures. We're going to go ahead and go for that $1 million, right? And the premise behind it is, even if you miss that goal, don't focus on, that's so unrealistic and that's going to discourage me. even if you miss it, you still hit your original goal, right?
Right.
You still hit the 6 figures, right? But we
and
just 10 times it. So what if instead of you hitting the 100,000, what if you hit 300? You missed your $1 million goal, but you hit 300.
I'm not gonna be mad about that.
I was complaining about that. So it will exert. It's going to cause more energy. It's going to cause more effort that you're going to exert.
The right place.
Right. In order to achieve that bigger goal, you got to put forth massive effort, right? And that's one of the things that he does talk about in the book is massive effort.
It is,
and we put forth massive effort in all different ways in our life. It may not be towards the goals that you've set for yourself, but there's different ways that you might be putting forth massive effort. Even if you're doing nothing can take massive effort because of all of the excuses that you have to make about, so it's the mindset, effort, and energy that you have to put towards doing nothing. Think about all the excuses that you have to make and how, if you don't meet your goals, you're still having to put forth all this effort and
this energy.
Yeah.
And he talks about one thing I like about this book, he talks about all aspects of your life and putting massive effort into all of them. Not 50%, 100%. So if you're married, 100% into your marriage. If you have a business, 100% into your business. And you're like, well, how can I do that? Well, if you 10x everything you do, you'll be putting massive effort into all that you do. And another thing he said that really, really impacted me the most, he said, if you don't set goals for yourself, you will be a resource for someone else's goals. Basically, if you don't set goals for yourself and apply the 10x rule, you will be setting goals, you will be manifesting someone else's goals, someone else's lifestyle for you. So we all have our desires and our wants and the things that we want to accomplish in life, right? And so you do have to work your way up at certain points in time. You do. We all have to work our way up. But setting goals is so important because it allows you to see where you're at now and where you want to be. And I love the concept of 10x because, hey, if I shoot for the moon and I reach the stars, at least I've reached the stars, right?
That's right.
So you can never go wrong. I don't think you can go wrong with this. But again, this is a different school of thought than Atomic Habits.
Listen,
so you want to start off.
There's a whole chapter about not making excuses, and he calls it something else. Don't be a
little. You already know
we're not gonna say that, but prepare yourself, okay? Yes. Prepare yourself. You know how
extreme tough love here.
It's extreme tough love. There's no woo woo woo. Oh, I'm so sorry you didn't do it. There's none of that.
No, let's get it done.
Don't expect to be coddled. He's like, no, you're responsible for your life.
Absolutely,
you're responsible. Don't make any excuses. Go after it. If you want it, go after it. And I've just jotted down some points, some key takeaways from the book. It is intense. I'm going to tell you that it is intense. And as I was listening to the book and reading through it, it's funny to me. It's also funny because he does have a sense of humor, but you can hear his passion. He reads
his own book
in the Audible. He actually he's the author, but he also reads it. And he adds a little extra to it as well.
He does.
He puts his own, he's like, okay, the ghostwriter put that part in there, but listen, this is what I need you not to do.
Right.
Not do this if you want that. So he's really funny. But think bigger. Think bigger, set goals 10 times bigger than you thought possible, right?
Absolutely.
Because thinking small limits your potential. And he believes that everybody has a duty to live up to their best potential. Live up to the best version of themselves. You have a duty and an obligation to live up to your potential. And
let me just touch on why you have a duty to live up to your obligation, your potentials, because there are people that are depending on all of us. We have, if you're a mom, if you're an aunt, if you're a niece and nephew, if you have parents who are aging, everybody is depending on somebody at some point in time. So if you live up to your full potential or even go beyond that, no one's disappointed. No one's let down. The ball's not dropped in certain areas, right? So you can build up to that.
What if we all do that?
What if we all lived up to
our potential?
What the world would look like.
Right.
That would be amazing.
Absolutely. Taking massive action. He also talks about, like we said, 10 times more effort to succeed. It takes 10 times more effort. But you have to, and he talks about in that section, usually when you're estimating your goals, most people underestimate.
Yes.
And that's why it's important to go, whatever you think is going to be, 10 times it. Whatever you think is going to take, whether it's money, cost, 10 times it. Because usually we fall short, and that's how people get off track or discouraged, because they're off track because they underestimated what it would take to reach that goal. Yes. So even 10 times whatever you think is going to take, whatever the effort, whatever the resources are, 10 times that.
And he even goes on to say, even in businesses, how management teams they'll set a goal, they won't hit that mark, and then what they'll do, they'll tend to tell their employees to scale
bring
back.
Bring it back. That's the kiss of death. Right. If you set a goal, don't ever reduce the goal because you want
it bigger.
Make that goal bigger. Never diminish it.
Because when you do that, essentially when you do that to your employees, you're letting them know that you don't have that much belief or faith in them. And then that helps.
Or yourself or your company.
Exactly. And it makes them underperform. And we want overperformers. We want people to 10x.
That's right. Of course, he also talks about not making excuses. Eliminate excuses from your mindset. There's going to be challenges. There's going to be setbacks. That's part of the journey. But excuses will not get you any closer. He also goes as far as to say we're responsible for everything that happens to us. Everything is happening because of us, as opposed to giving somebody else the power of having like this victim mentality that things are happening to you. He says no, they're not happening to you. They're happening because of you. So one of the examples that he gives, he talks about, there's two actually, and it's a easy way for a lot of people. I'm sure if they were in that situation, if you've been in the situation, you probably would say something like, well, this happened and there's nothing I can do about it. And he's like, no. So one of the examples that he gave was, all right, there's a storm, right? Your business ends up losing power and you're out of power for a week. Most people would be like, oh, well, I had to, something happened, or it failed, something failed, a project failed, I couldn't deliver, I couldn't do these things because of the storm. And Grant's like, no, that's an excuse. What could you have done to prevent this from happening in your business? So at the end of the day, you could have had a generator. That there's the potential for a storm to occur, right?
Right.
So why not have a backup generator, right? Well, a backup generator is going to cost money. Okay, well, all right, we get that, but you're in business. And what's the opportunity cost if that power does go out and you end up losing business? That's losing money. Right. Now you've already exceeded the cost of that generator, right? It's all about what are the opportunity costs. You possibly lost customers. If you have, let's say, a restaurant, that food has gone bad, because you didn't have that generator. So there's so many additional costs beyond what that generator would have cost you. So his mindset is, no, you eliminate the excuses, eliminate those things.
Necessary.
Yeah, you eliminate them. Right. You need to think through the process and think about what could go wrong, and then you step in, because that gives you more control. That gives you your power back. When you start thinking about things like, okay, I do have some level of control here. That gives you your power back, right?
It definitely empowers you. You feel like, you know what, I'm not a victim. I don't have to take this sitting down. You can literally step into your power. And to speak to the point, when he talks about not having any excuses, he really means even to the point where you're driving and you get tailwinded by your drunk driver.
Right. That's the other way.
So, he's saying you just have to be more vigilant.
Vigilant.
Thank you. You have to be more vigilant and not be, maybe why were you leaving that late, or were you in a rush, or were you paying attention, or were you preoccupied on your phone? So he really sets the stage for you not to have any excuses and to really I feel like he's calling us to step into our power. He's really saying, you know what, things happen, they either do or don't happen because of what you do or don't do. And either way, if you do something, and if you don't do something, it still requires the same amount of energy. He even had the example of laying in the bed, right? You hear that alarm, you want to automatically hit the snooze button.
Energy for that.
It takes energy for that, because you're like, I know I have to get up. So you think because you're laying there, you're resting, but your mind is working, like thinking of all the things you have to do. Then when you get up later in the day, all the things you have to do are not done. So now you're
all the excuses and all.
Now you're creating stress.
And that's right. Yeah.
Burning mental and emotional energy.
That still takes energy. Still takes massive action and massive energy to do nothing.
It does.
Going back to what we originally talked about. So
could you imagine us on this podcast just like,
Yeah, it takes it. I mean, it takes a lot of a lot of work, effort, energy. But where do you want to put that energy?
Right.
Do you want to put it towards your goals, or do you want to put it towards doing nothing? Do you want to put it towards something else that you would rather be doing?
Right.
So even going back to, do the hard things, when we talked about procrastination and how we sometimes allow ourselves to be distracted.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So what do you want? And if that's what you want, if that's your goal, and again, it's our mission, according to Grant Cardone.
Yes.
It's our mission to be successful. Yes. It's our duty to be successful. So, and he even talks about, people will say, well, success isn't everything. And he's like, okay, yeah, I get it. But why are you saying that? Like, who doesn't want to be successful?
Right.
And successful means different things to different people. It could be a successful marriage. It could be a successful business. It could just, successful, it's so, whatever your goal is, anything, right. Whatever that is. But even by saying, well, success isn't anything, are you making excuses? Is that just another opportunity to accept a failure and make excuses for it? Or is it an opportunity for you to say, okay, all right, I can be successful. I can do these things. Now, let me take my power back. Let me control the things that I can control.
Right.
So it's an amazing book, but like I said, don't go in there thinking that he's going to coddle. There's no coddling.
He's not, right?
He talks about rejecting being average. He's like, you strive for greatness in all aspects of your life.
I love this book
so
much.
You're not going to, he's like, who wants to be average? We're not doing things to just be average. How can you stand out? How can you differentiate yourself by just being average? Somebody said, he used the example of, well, somebody said, okay, I'm going to teach you how to make cookies. They're not going to say, I'm going to teach you how to make average cookies, and that's not going to compel you to want to buy that thing, that class, that course. Who wants? Nobody is going after just being average or just being whatever you're doing. You want to excel and dominate, right?
He's all about domination. Listen, this is
a
call to action. This is a call to action.
Dominate. Take no prisoners.
Dominate your sector, to dominate
everything.
And when he talks about dominating, he's not talking about competing.
Right.
He's talking about taking personal responsibility and owning your stuff. Going after what you want and going after it like you've never gone after anything in your life before to get amazing results. So he's very results driven. And he talks so passionately about it in his book. It just got me so excited because he really is about results, and he's a testament. He's his own testimony.
Oh yeah.
Like, he has been through a lot as far as drug use, as far as bad relationships. And look where he's at now.
That's right. He started out as a car salesman, and his goal was he was making, I think, $3,000 a month, and he was like, I want to double that. So he was, doing all kind of, he was listening to sales books on his commute. He was networking. He was building, he was doing everything that he could, and he's a multimillionaire now. He has assets worth over $1 billion. But he said he goes back to just that first goal that he set for himself, which was making $6,000 over $3,000. That sticks with him more so than anything. But he definitely has a take no prisoners, dominate type of mentality.
Right. He's got me motivated.
He does. And what else? Using fear as your fuel. Having an unwavering commitment, just staying committed to growth. He talks about how success isn't just a one-time achievement, but it's an ongoing thing. So if you get comfortable, let's say you reach this level, you attain this level of a success that you've been striving for. Once you get there, you don't stop.
Right.
You don't stop and become complacent, because that's how you can now put that success at jeopardy, because now you've become complacent.
Correct.
And if you're not careful, then you really can put yourself into a vulnerable, risky situation. So you have to keep going.
He talks about maintaining your success.
Right.
And so when you 10X everything, it's not a one-time deal. Well, I've reached this level of success, so now I can relax. No, you got to keep going, because life is always moving, and you have to prepare for things like inflation,
changes in the industry and the market,
changes in the
recession,
exactly,
things like that.
So when you 10X everything that you do, as far as, let's say, just your businesses, we're talking about business today, when those things happen, when those downturns happen, when all the unexpected things, because one thing he does say, which I love, is that you cannot plan for everything, but you can prepare to as much as you possibly can prepare to make sure that you're setting yourself up for success no matter what. So even when those things happen, you have some level of confidence, a level of control, and you have prepared yourself and your family for whatever may come. And that's the best way to do it, you know, to really be prepared in every aspect of your life as much as you possibly can. And I think if you 10x those preparations, like I'm thinking now, because we've had a few storms here, there's been a hurricane recently in California. Think about all the people, even in Texas when it was snowing at that one point in time. Think about people who didn't have generators, who didn't have resources and things like that. So
what can you do to prepare?
What can you do to
what
prepare?
Can you do to
so
prepare?
that you don't be so that you don't set yourself up to become a victim.
Right. And
that's the key.
And just removing that victim mentality.
Yes.
That's something that, you know, if you find that things keep happening, you do have to, you know, start looking at, okay, taking responsibility. What responsibilities, what accountability can I take here for my role or the part that I played in this situation? If something did not work out or something, you know, happened to you, again, it's not happening to you, it's happening because of you.
Right. It is or isn't happening because of you.
Right. So even removing that victim mentality, because that really sets you up for failure. When you look at yourself as a victim in situations, that takes away your power. And
when your power is taken away, your confidence is taken away, and then you do feel helpless. So we want you to encourage you to come out of that, you know, to and again, this book might not be the one you want to start off with if you're having those issues, if you find that life is happening to you every day, every week, every month.
Start with Atomic Habits.
Start with Atomic Habits,
and do the hard things first. But this is, it still is. It's going to motivate you. It will motivate you. But don't get your feelings hurt. Don't get your feelings hurt with this book now.
I mean,
don't get your feelings.
And if they do, it might inspire you or trigger you to take more action. You know. So buyer beware.
Yes, buyer beware. Like we put an explicit, you know, you put explicit. It's not explicit, but you know what I mean. Like,
but his approach.
Be prepared.
Yeah,
right.
Be prepared for the tough love. Okay, be prepared for that. But one thing I do want to speak to too is when he talks about let fear fuel you. See, people will look at Grant Cardone because he has this big energy about himself, and he really doesn't care what people think about him. He just is who he is, and he goes after what he wants. So people will look at him like, oh, he's probably never afraid. He probably never gets scared. But he says, no, a lot of the times he moves through his fear. No matter what's going on in his life, he pushes through it. He says he gets afraid all the time. But his goals are bigger than his fears. His dreams and his aspirations and what he wants for himself and for his family are way bigger than his fears. So that's why I think the 10X rule is like just bam, bam, bam.
It's motivating.
It's motivating. And it's invigorating, and it makes you feel like, you know what? I do have power over this situation in my life.
I can do it.
You know, I don't have to sit there and allow myself to be a victim. I'm in business. My sales are down. What can I do? I can make 10 times more phone calls. I can send 10 times more emails. I can reach out to 10 times more sponsors. You know, there's things that we all can do. But when life happens in our personal life or in our business, you know, it's like it's a hit. It's a hit, and sometimes we can feel a little discouraged.
It can convict you, but it's a matter of what are you going to do about it? Okay, so now this is going on. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to just sit back and be a victim, or are you going to take charge and you're going to do something about it?
Right.
Yeah, and it is an amazing book. Definitely amazing. It's going to be a little controversial for some of you, and as you're listening to us talk about it, you probably have some ideas in your mind. But tell us what you think about the book. Down in the chat, put it in the comments. What do you think about this book? And especially, you know, after you read it, I would love to hear how you feel about this book. Did it inspire you? Did you disagree with it? Were you like, wait a minute, this guy is crazy?
Right.
You know, put down in the comments in the chat. And just based on our conversation today, what do you think about this? Is this something that's inspiring you, or does it make you want to learn more? Does it make you want to read this book? Talk to us in the chat.
So what did this book do for you? How do you feel?
I love the idea of taking your power back. I do, and there's definitely some things in my own life that I will that I can change, that I can modify. Now I do have somewhat of a take no prisoners type of mentality. I will say that because I do feel like I the things that I want to do, I feel like I can do.
Right.
So I always try to work around obstacles, and you know, I know that I have a purpose. I do know I have a purpose. Right. I know God has a plan for me, so I move towards my potential. So, but I still see things. I still see areas where I can do more. Right. There's more that I can do. I can 10x those goals and shoot higher, aim higher. So yeah, it was very motivational. It made me laugh a lot of the times. Right. You know, in some places I did feel a little convicted, like, okay, all right, I hear you, Grant. I hear where you're coming from. Right. Okay, I see you. Right. How about you? How did that?
Same. Well, listening to the book, first of all, I love that he read the book himself, because you can hear all his passion. Yeah. I really believe him. He's he really wants people to get it, because he's been through it. So I felt that passion, that conviction, and as he went on, he spoke to me in several areas of my life where I was just like, wow, I really could step it up, more in these areas and really 10x it. And after listening to the book, and I'm gonna listen to this book again. That's how much I really enjoyed it. I see where I'm going to measure my goals and see how things have turned out. So I have some things I'm going to share with you.
Ooh, okay. Today, right now? We sharing them now? Or later?
Not right now. We're going to share them later. We're going to share them later.
10X. Yes. Grant Cardone. Check it out. Check it out. And we're going to also list the other books that we have. We'll go ahead and list those as well.
The recap of everything that
all of the books that we have recommended so far, because they have all been impactful. Absolutely. In one way or another, impactful books. So it's good to get different perspectives on, how to achieve your goals and how to tackle things in life. So there's nothing wrong with even trying something out that might be a little controversial as well. But that was a great book.
It was. Yeah. And I love this personal development journey that we're all on together.
Yeah, I love it.
We're reading a book every week. Yeah. So, I mean, it'll be even, we need to do that. We need to make sure we have the books, a list of the books. We can do that readily available for them, so they can pre-order and you guys can read along with us.
Yes, we can definitely do that, because we already know what books we're going to cover. Right. We already know. So if you want to read ahead based on the topics that we have coming up, we can definitely share. I love that. That's a great idea. We can definitely do it.
Yes. We're going to get y'all hooked up in a circle.
Yes.
And listen, we need you guys to join the Business Bestie Club. We are looking for you guys to come out, and we're having so many great events. We just had the Big Energy event.
Yes, that's right.
I mean, it was amazing. We did the electric slide a few times and a few other dances, and we just did the Zodiac trivia, and it was an amazing event.
We also did karaoke, and that was so much fun. The karaoke, we had a blast with karaoke. We're gonna have to do more of that. We got some people missed their calling.
Right.
I'm one of them.
Listen. Yes, God. She had it again.
I'm one of them.
She had it again.
I love to sing. I can't sing, but I love to sing. I'm very passionate about it.
Okay. I'll let her know.
What?
He said, he told me to touch and agree. It is so.
It is so. Okay. I thought it was going to be Grant Cardone telling me. Put your massive energy somewhere else. Because this ain't it, sis.
Right.
Not it.
Listen, you did good though. You were on that mic for a good little while there.
I know all the songs.
She does.
I know all the songs. I love to sing.
But you did. I thought you did great. I thought you did great.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, like you brought the energy into the room. You got everybody involved and engaged, and we want all of whether you're Jacksonville, Havelock, Wilmington, we want to invite you guys out because we're doing some great things here in the area.
Yeah, absolutely.
So definitely, if you join the Business Bestie Club, one of the benefits of that is that you can come to the event for free. Because it's already prepaid. So come on into the circle.
Yes.
We don't want you to miss out on the opportunity not only to have fun, but also to network with other entrepreneurs as well.
Yeah, right.
Because we're getting business done, but we're still having fun.
We're having fun. We're letting our hair down and talk a little business too while we're doing some of these things. So we do have our She's Efficient. That is our dance brunch and learn. And what are they?
You will be learning how to master the skills of Canva, which is an amazing app to help you brand your business, to help you level up your marketing.
Yes.
And after reading this book, we're going to 10x this thing for you to really help you take your branding to the next level. So the brunch dance and learn is going to be great. I'll be teaching a class on Canva. My beautiful co-host here will be showing us the Tamia line dance.
We don't know the words to the song,
but we know the dance.
But I will learn it,
okay.
and I'm gonna sing it while I'm teaching it. Okay.
We got the melody though, right?
We got that part.
Melody now, that part.
part.
Y'all know what we talking about. Y'all
to your line dance, line dance. And hey, bring your list of goals because we are focused on getting things done while we're going to have some fun. So if you've got some things that you need help with setting goals, bring those things. If you've got some things on your to-do list that you just need a little help, you need a little sounding board, Dejae and I will be there. I'm a CPA. She's also a business coach, marketing, branding, all those kind of things. So bring those things to the table because one of the great things about She's in the Circle is it's a safe space for you to come and let somebody be a sounding board. Okay? Right. You are not alone.
You're not.
You are not alone. That is why we are here. So we want to make sure that you have these opportunities to, run your business ideas by us even. Right. And if you need more of that one-on-one, that's why we also do have our success strategy sessions. Yeah. And we're not just focused on the numbers because, we can do the numbers all day. I can always talk to you about these numbers. Okay. However, we also want to focus on some of those things maybe in your personal or professional development that may be holding you back. Right. It could be it could be your communication. It could be mindset. It could be your mindset. Right. And what you're telling yourself. Going back to the positive thinking. What are you telling yourself? Those kind of things. So we can, And then
do you understand you might not know what your why is. We can help you understand what your why is.
That's right.
We have a questionnaire for that to help you understand why you're in this particular business. It's just like some people who have gone to school and they've gotten this amazing degree and they find out they don't want to work in that career field, So understanding your why can prevent all the headaches and the hurdles that you go through or that you may go through.
Yeah, and it can change. It can change. I think about my own children, and I think about myself as I was going through, high school and everybody's asking, what do you want to do when you grow up? What do you want to do when you may not always have that figured out and things change. You find, as you become more exposed to things in life or meet and network with more people, you may realize that, oh wait, I didn't even know about this, but I really actually like doing this and I'm actually good about it, good doing this thing and I'm very passionate about it. So those things change. However, sometimes you just need to talk through them. Yes. There's different things. So when it comes to goal setting, let's give some tips on how why. First of all, why are goals important?
Because goals help you understand where it is you're trying to go. Right. They help you understand what your destination is, and it also helps you map out that course to get to that destination. Right. And if you don't know where you're going, you'll be all over the place. And that takes time, effort, and energy away from going to where you intend to go. So having those goals in place and having SMART goals in place really helps you understand, okay, well, this is where I'm at. This is where I need to go. And how do I get from A to Z? It really helps you map out how to get there. And then also gives you fuel because now you have an organized list of goals and you have sub goals to help you get to the main goal. So you can have one great goal and then break it down into subcategories to help you get there. And you can also measure your progress along the way. Right. And that gives you more energy, more confidence, more just going after it, It allows you to go after it more because you're able to measure and see where you're at. And then you can always go back and readjust. Okay, well, I tried this with the sub goal. It didn't work. Let me go back and try something different. Or let me restructure my goals to help me get to that destination faster.
Right. So you talked about the SMART goals. SMART goals, that's making them specific.
Yes.
It's making them measurable. It's making them attainable. Relevant. You want to make sure that your goals are relevant, and you always want to attach a time, some type of time. It has to be time bound. Yes. How long is it going to take? Set some deadlines and things like that. And then also make sure that you're writing those goals down, right?
Not just up in here.
Write those goals down. Yes. And I like what you said about breaking them up into smaller bites. So we're starting with this big goal up here, that 10x goal.
Yes.
But now what are the steps? What are the things that it's going to take to get you there? And be very practical, be very realistic about what those steps are. Is it, if you're going back to school, for example, what's the first step that you have to do? You're going to need to probably call the admissions to find out about your program, about the degree program that you're interested in. You're going to need to look at your credit hours, for example, to see where you stand and how long it's going to take for you to get there. So apply those SMART goals to whatever that is, but you can break that down into smaller bites. Right. Some of them are going to be short term, and then that's going to to reach that long-term goal.
I love that.
And like you said, also making sure that you understand why it is that you're doing what you're doing. So going back to last week, starting with why.
Yes.
Starting with your why, no matter what
important.
The goal is, whether it's for business or any goal that you're trying to achieve in life, remember your why, because that makes it more real as well. Writing it down, but also understanding your why and visualizing that as well. Visualize your why. See you actually attaining that goal.
Right.
So, and then also talking your how and your what. That's going to drive the how and the what of your goals.
Come on, business bestie, drop them gems. You dropping them gems today.
Energy. Grant got us all.
He got us wired up. We all 10x on the show today.
Right.
We 10x on the show today, y'all.
Right, but so you can do it. We just want to say that and continue to pour into you. You can do it. Whatever that goal is, whatever that thing is. If you are not feeling fulfilled in your life, you can do it. Okay, so just remember that. And we are here. We are your business besties, and we are here.
We're here to support you in any way that we possibly can.
That's right.
By coming to the events, by booking a one-on-one success session with us. We're here to help you attain those goals. And even if you want to 10x them, we're here to help you with that as well. We're definitely here to help you with that.
Yeah. So what would you say a good business bestie tip is then?
A good business bestie tip today, I would say.
For today, yes.
Would be to sit down with your business bestie. Show them your goals and see how you can 10x them goals. Be a sounding board to each other and see how you can 10x those goals. Right? Like one of my goals is to make $80,000 a month. How can I 10x that?
Come on.
How can I 10x that?
I'm gonna take it up to 90.
Okay.
And then we're gonna get you to them 7.
Come on. Hey, y'all see it right here on the show. Energy. Yes.
Keep going.
Energy.
Keep going.
Keep moving. Don't stop. Yes. Every time.
Yes.
Every time. So I would say that's a big business bestie tip is just to share your goals with your business bestie. Share your goals with us. Share one goal that you have in the comments below with us. And let's talk about how we can 10x that for you.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great business bestie tip. That's part of just being an accountability partner, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And that's the amazing thing. And I love that we're able to talk through those things, and we have each other that we can talk through those different goals, whether they be your what, your why, the hows. All right. Start with why.
Start with why. Yes.
Start with why. But that's a great thing to be able to have, and to have somebody that you can talk through those things with. So definitely, if you have not met your business bestie, you got to come on out, right? You got to come out so you can meet us. But there you might connect. We made some connections at our She's Efficient.
Amazing connections.
Yeah, we made some great connections because they were starting businesses in there.
They were talking about NDAs and
businesses,
all the things.
Like, let us know if you were at that. She's Efficient. Has your group met? Have you all met? Do you have your LLC in place? I know they were talking non-compete clauses.
All the things.
Right. But there were a lot of great connections that were made. But you need somebody to be a sounding board. I cannot stress that enough. I have been in business for. I've been on my own for now 10 years. I started back in 2013. So I'm in 2023. September 2023 makes 10 years that I've been in business.
Wow.
For myself. Not working a 9 to 5 for somebody else. Yay!
Amazing. That's amazing.
And I have an amazing team. I have a super amazing team.
You do. Absolutely.
With the CPA firm, also with the design studio, with the boutique, I have God has blessed me with some amazing people in my life.
Absolutely.
And there's also that need to have a sounding board, to talk to another entrepreneur and talk about some of these things, the planning, the strategizing, the whys, all of those things.
Breaking down those numbers,
Yeah, right. Always. So, but definitely you need that. Trust me, you need that. And that is not something that you can really overlook. The training, personal development, all those kind of things are important, but you need to have, whether it be a mentor, whether it be a coach, you need somebody to help you on this journey. So that's why we keep reiterating that. That's super important. And it helped me out tremendously. I have so many people in my life that have poured into me, mentors, and I've also, reached out to professionals to help me in that journey, because sometimes you can get stuck.
Yeah.
That's a real thing. You can get stuck
if you don't know what you don't don't know. So don't be afraid to reach out. I love that
nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. So
and people are more likely to help than not.
Absolutely.
They want to share.
People want to see you succeed. I know that about myself. If somebody comes to me with a problem, I'm like, I'm a fixer. So I would let me help you.
What can we do?
How can we fix this problem?
Yes.
You know, I'm always solution based.
Yes.
And I know you're the same way.
Yes.
You know, so you're right. Most people do want to help, but you have to ask.
And you can't
you
be
have to tell
by
people
them.
that you need the help, because most I know for myself, like, I don't want to give you unsolicited advice because I might feel like you're overstepping, so you got to let me know that you might need some help in this area.
Correct.
And as soon as you do,
it's on and popping. Be prepared for the overflow.
Right.
Why do we always
I don't know, it's the robot. What did we do? We had the game that we played. And my clue, what game was it? What game was it that we played? It was gestures. I think it was gestures, and the word was stiff. And for some reason,
show what you did, bestie.
I was doing this, trying to say stiff, and they were like, robot. They were like, and then I was doing some kind of move like this.
And they were like, how is this stiff?
That's not stiff. You should have did this for stiff.
Exactly. She rolling the shoulders and the arms. So this is our get stiff with it.
This is the get stiff with it.
Get stiff with it. Get stiff with it. Get stiff with it. The opposite of get stiff with it is what we doing now. Okay? Which is now get stiff with it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So anyway. So, getting further into the circle, we are getting close to wrapping up. Lamar's always back though. Lamar's always laughing at us like we are nuts. They are nuts, but we are. But we're passionate about what we do.
We are.
Yeah. So how do you get further into the circle? We talked about it. We have our Business Besties Club.
Yes.
We have our events, the She's Efficient, that's coming up on September the 9th. Our Brunch, Dance and Learn. I think I said that wrong the first time. It's Brunch, Dance and Learn. So there's going to be some yummy food. Of course, we're going to have some mimosas so we can cheers
to that.
We always have to have an opportunity to cheer it up. Yes. So we are going to have our She's the Brunch. We're going to dance the Tamiya. We're going to learn about Canva. And we're going to also help you with your goals, because at the end of the day, it's all about productivity, and we're 10Xing it, y'all. We done got to this book now, so now it's going to be on and popping. Okay? It's on and popping. So just get ready when you come, because we're going to be bringing you some of that.
What did T say? Get ready.
We're going to bring you some of that Grant Cardone love in there in the room too, right? We also have our business success strategy sessions as well. And then, of course, coming soon is all of our amazing She's in the Circle merch.
Swag.
The She Swag.
You see this beautiful jacket that I have on right now? This is a part of the She Swag, courtesy of the Unique Be Design Studio.
Come on.
I mean, do
pink
you see
is popping. Yes,
this
pink is popping.
And the fabric is just... It's quality.
Yeah,
it's quality. You can tell.
And it's flexible too. You don't feel like you got to get stiff with it. You don't
have
to get stiff with it in the jacket.
Right.
It's a 3-piece suit, so it also has a pink bustier that comes with it, as
Super
well
cute.
as some wide leg pink palazzo pants. So we've been, you notice on the show, we've been mixing it up, switching it. Yeah, we've been mixing up the pants with the t-shirt, with the jacket, with the dress.
Showing you different ways you can kind of change it up.
Different ways to wear it. So, but yeah, we definitely want you to come out and get into the circle so many different ways. And then our next episode. Are
y'all ready? Drum roll. Our journey continues next week with the topic, She's Financially Wise.
You know we got to get
into
these
numbers.
Okay. We got to get, what numbers are we, where are we at?
We need to get to that $80,000
Where are
a month.
we going? 90. Where are
90,000.
we going
Thank you. 90.
with these numbers? Okay, so we're going to get into that.
We're going to... Another one?
What, who's the...
Oh, it's Grant.
Grant. Okay,
Hey.
Grant.
Yeah.
Look.
Okay, Grant. Oh, okay. I mean, that's what we're doing. We're 10Xing it. Yep.
We're taking no prisoners, Grant.
No prisoner.
We're not
dominating.
Dominate.
Okay, he
got
said
this.
He said you're right. 90,000 is
90. Go for 90.
We're going for 90.
10X it.
We're 10Xing it.
Come
Thank
on.
you.
Boom.
Thank you. Boom.
Thanks, Grant. Thanks.
All right. Got it.
All right.
90,000.
She's Financially Wise. We're going to be covering that on our next episode. So make sure you set your alarm, set those reminders, okay?
Yes.
So you get those notifications. We love that you're here on Facebook with us, but make sure that
follow us on
YouTube.
YouTube.
That's where the party is at. That's where we're commenting. That's where we're chatting. We still come back over on Facebook, and we gonna chat with you over there too. But the party's over on
it really
YouTube,
is,
right? Yeah. And we also have some exciting new ventures that are gonna be coming too. So continue to follow, continue to subscribe, hit that notifications button as well.
Every time.
That's right.
And thank you for watching. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you for being a friend.
Energy.
Travel around, roll it back again. I don't know why I song. My heart is true, your pal in a confidant. And if I threw a party
and then invited everyone I knew, you would be the biggest gift for me. And the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend. Come on. Come on, karaoke. I don't know where that even came from.
I don't know.
We love you. We love you.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining the She's in the Circle podcast. See you on all our social media platforms for more empowering episodes and contagious laughter. Follow us for useful business tips. Subscribe to access valuable gems and wealth-building tips that will ignite your success.
Join us every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for exciting conversations and stay in the loop with your business besties.
At L'Amour Media Versatility, we aim to provide comprehensive solutions to our clients. We have a team of experienced professionals who can help you with every aspect of your media needs. From documentation and marketing to promotion and more, we provide our clients with top-notch quality services. We understand that each client is unique and has specific needs. That's why our team works closely with you to understand your company and event goals and objectives. We are committed to providing the highest quality services in media and strive to exceed our clients' expectations. Our team is passionate about helping you reach your goals and making sure you get the best experience and results. If you're looking for a reliable business to help you with all your media needs, look no further than L'Amour Media Versatility. Contact us today to get started at 252-497-3817 or at www